Lions sideline. That's Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His side back to 500 after they picked up the victory last week. Facing off against him, head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. His guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Jake Scott and Brock Heyward with you on the call. This is rookie Tyler Luke to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Stopped on the run back of the 27. The Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
At the 27-yard line.
Gibbs now from the gun. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he has it right near midfield here. About a yard short. Well, 3rd and 15. You don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
And the Lions, first down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Detroit.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Ravens' 44-yard
Off the
line.
gut they go with Gibbs. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak here. Goff. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for the Lions. First down.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's first down at the 41. Out of the shotgun. Goff. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And what a way to begin the scoring. Brock as they take it back for the touchdown. The Ravens parlay to turn over into a lead. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yes, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number 1, make the recovery, or number 2, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
Is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Lions nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And he'll take this in after 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Another one for Gibbs. Brought up for tackle, but he lost the football. And the Ravens make the recovery. first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket, and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Complete Derrick Henry. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
For the Ravens field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Oops, knocks it through. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Return coming from the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down.
10 yards.
Off the play action. Complete to the college safety, Sione Vaki. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Running on 2nd to Montgomery. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. 3rd down, they need 7. Long, they're going to throw. Downfield is from St. Brown. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown with the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route.
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right
The
there.
kick is good.
That one splits the uprights.
Ravens
And the Lions cut it to a field goal game. Fox now to kick this one away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. The drive begins with Henry. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
Blitz coming here. Jackson. Completed over the middle. down after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Pistol snap to Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Andrews. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's Lamar. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
It's a gain of 11.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Lamar out of the pistol. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
Lamar throwing again. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 28. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Ooh, almost a throw to Costin. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
The coverage by Jack Campbell.
From the pistol, Henry. Hop on the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Jackson now, third and long. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. On fourth now, on comes Tyler Loop, gonna try this field goal for the Ravens. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Loop knocks it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Play action here with Goff. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
From the gun, Goff. Connects on the crosser. This is a nice gain. He nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
A gain of 8 yards.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Sideline. He's got it. And he gets the feet down, too. You've got first down here from the 36.
28 yards. That's good. Lions.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, the ref's showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier, and now totally stuffed on that one.
At the 36.
Shotgun snap here to go. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Lions first down. A gain of 14. And the Lions first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and goal, Detroit.
Montgomery does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Cage. It's a matter of a foot. They could have had some points on the board defensively.
Shotgun handoff to Vaki. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Back to the 3 after that last play. It's third and goal. Throwing is gone. Has it down close. And he runs out of room before he can get to that marker. So now we're going to see what they decide to do, Brock, on this 4th and 1. They'll go for it. Goff. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions tie and can take the lead here in the second. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. That's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Bates takes on the extra point, and they'll take the lead.
The score, Lions 14, Ravens 13.
Snap to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Keeps away from one. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Baltimore running its offense out now. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Has him on a quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup.
Lamar now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
And the Baltimore first down.
Lamar's going to keep this one. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
DJ Reader
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Lamar off the play fake. Rolling quickly, but it's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 15.
Here he goes, third and long. Completed to Flowers. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. On fourth now, on comes Tyler Luke. Gonna try this field goal for the Ravens. This is a 55-yard look from the left tackle.
Oh, you feel for kickers in situations like this. The loneliest guy in the building. Sometimes you forget those goalposts. They're only 18 feet, 6 inches wide. And this time he might have rushed things a little, and it winds up no good.
The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Downfield is fine. St. Brown. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Gain of 26 yards. That's good.
Bring the tight end in motion.
First down.
Montgomery now up the middle. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. When you run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
2nd and 3 now. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Off now on 3rd down. It's on target to Williams. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
First down. It's a gain of 3. First down.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Looking for somewhere to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Williams coming in motion right. Goff on 3rd. This one's caught. And he has enough for that 1st down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but across the line there, that earns the holding penalty. 3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This a 44-yard look from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish out the drive with points.
Fox now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Ravens offense to the field for the final drive of this 1st half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down, here's Lamar. Dump off caught by his back. He'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Play action now with Jackson. He's stepping up and takes off for this one. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Baltimore first down.
From the gun, Jackson. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. So So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Final throw before the break. Look at this first play, and he's going for it. And he will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense headed out for this first series of the second half. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Henry. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
He was brought down by Al-Wadeen Mohammed. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
21 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, give to Hill. He dodged the tackle. He brushed him off with ease. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. Hit, and Jackson loses the ball. Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Jackson keeping it himself. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
This is Henry on 2nd. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down on that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and netted some positive yards.
He's looking for Mark Andrews.
Incomplete.
So it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Third and long. They're going to throw. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Luke tacks down the extra point. And the Ravens push their lead to 3.
Ravens 20, Lions 17.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. Oh man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up too.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Out of the shotgun, caught. That's caught by Montgomery. Fourth pick up to their own 31. Rohit Gilman up from the secondary for that tackle.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
To the air on third and long. Set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Montgomery. It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Lions. First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Lions.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. On second down, it's Montgomery again. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Off looking to throw. It's 3rd and 1. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 4 yards.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action here with Goff. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30. Right at the 31. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Completing to his running back. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. A gain of
Again,
5
Goff.
brings up 2nd and 5.
Running in the red zone. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Going again. It's Goff. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Throws caught.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan's favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches.
He will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grab the lead on their first series of the half. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. This our last play of the quarter.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Andrews has it, working the middle. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He'll come up on first and 10.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard
And
line.
again, it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Intended for Mark Andrews.
Here's second and 10 now from the 36.
It leads to second and 10.
Henry running to the left. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Desperation time here on fourth. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. They had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
We'll get in on the grounds here with Montgomery. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Lions have a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Such a cool picture right there of shock and shed. That's what these D tackles work on in the league. You got to shock that offensive blocker, you got to shed him, and you got to make that tackle for loss. Well done.
From the gun, Goff. Dumps it off to his running back. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up at a loss of yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Ravens going with a dime package now. Third down. Third and long for him here. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Gets that money down, that third down, look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll stay at the 17-yard line. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you gotta wonder if they're gonna be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Henry gets it here to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20.
Jackson looking to throw. Finding Flowers. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Pistol snap to Jackson. This one's to Andrews out right. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Trying down the middle of Henry. Allen continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up
Third and Henry on third. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down. Now give it to Hill. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's a pickup of 4 yards. And the conversion sets them up with a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
One drawn up here for Lamar. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses. But not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, I don't even know sometimes what it means to bow up, but that's exactly what the defense did. I do know this. It means stopping that offense in critical situations and forcing a fourth down. Now we get to see whether or not this offense wants to gamble.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens losing by 4. All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on fourth down. Desperation time here. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
First and 10 at the 27.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there. Reset those chains.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Lamar's going to keep this one. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards. He brings up 2nd down.
Well, there's going to be a missed assignment on somebody's grade sheet tomorrow. That read option game with the quarterback, there is always a defender that's responsible.
That is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens have taken the lead late. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Setting up to pass. Short pass brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. 2nd down now, they need 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. Breaks the tackle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. So 1st down from the 41. He'll look to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. He finds Laporta. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Looking to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Complete to St. Brown. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and goal is right.
Gibbs will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Important attempts coming up here for Jake Bates. It doesn't get much easier than this. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Taken in by Hill, right side. see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Now here's Lamar. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. A little bit of big completion, Brock. If not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down.
Coverage by Terrion Arnold.
Throwing now. Tries to lob that one up, but it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions make the interception on the final play of regulation. They've got some serious momentum now as we head to overtime. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. New look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And they fought hard not just against their opponents out on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents here in these stands. Now a chance to be the first ones to answer the bell and take the early lead here in overtime. First throw of overtime. He isn't holding out. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
We call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, call. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Don't want their first overtime drive to stop now. They gotta get 6 on 3rd down. 3rd long, they're gonna throw. It's caught by Montgomery. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
The Lions ready for the punt. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
DJ Reed there defensively.
Hill now from the gun. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. This is taken at the 44. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Lions offense returning to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need to save now here on 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. This is brought in by Laporta. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's good for a Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Receiver in motion, going left. 3rd down run by Gibbs. And he only gets a couple yards there. Well short. It's 4th down. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll decline this and take the result. So the Lions get the win on the road. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Baltimore.